Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Dave coming to you from the dog yard here in Southern Maryland. Got Chance over here. We can keep an eye on Chance while we're doing chatting today. A little early, about 4:30. Just kind of got done with the day. Got my hair cut for the trip. Be gone for 2 months, and I had it cut right when I got home, which was a month ago, and I won't be back for 2. I can't go 3 months. I can't do the Corvette gym look, shaggy mofo. I'm gonna look bald under the cowboy hat. But anyway, got done a nice job. I'm going to the same guy, Paul Fugg. And people say, "Oh, you got fugged." I've been going to Paul. He's Vietnamese, so Paul's not his real name, but it's his American name. I've been going to him for 30, a little bit, like 32 years. Pretty crazy. It's funny, neither one of us had kids when we met. He's got grandkids, and mine are 23 and 21. Anyway, it's about 4:30. It's 75, 80 degrees. I can't tell. Touch of breeze. The humidity started to blow out. It's kind of a perfect day. So I just wanted to get out here. I got done in the paddock, got done with my trading day. I feel like I've done a lot of talking today already. I did the update video on the lighter fix. I did an update video on why I'm doing the Bible stuff. And then I did the spreadsheet presentation. So you're probably getting tired of this day fest. I probably shouldn't even turn the camera on, except it just feels weird to smoke a cigar in my yard with my dogs and not talk to you guys occasionally. So I'm pretty much not sure I have anything to say, which is usually dangerous. But that's where we are today. So I fired up the camera, mainly just to be social. We're up with my old friend, Mr. Party's Black. Black cut. Went perfectly. Lit well. Draw is good. Be gentle on the retro hail. Perfect out here. Oh, and I got my drink. Got my Tito's. And I ran out of cranberry juice, raspberry, so I got Welch's, I'm not sure, I think it's Welch's, makes now 100% no sugar. So I thought I'd try it. So it's not diet soda, it's not 100% juice. It's no sugar, alcohols, no additives whatsoever. So zero sugar juice with my Tito's tonight. Mixed berry is that, I believe. It's okay. It's not great, but I've had worse. I'll do the obligatory dog tour. Here goes Chance off to be Chance. Here are the two youngins, Sasha and Finn, thinking about playing. Currently in a pause. Oh, here comes Echo. Come on, Echo. Echo says, I don't want to miss out. I don't want to be on camera either. Get that thing off of me there, Dad. Chance, here comes incoming. Like two ships passing in the night. Oh, taking a dump. Here's Sasha thinking about attacking Finn while he is in a weakened condition. Alright, that's enough I'll do a quick pass. Here's Finn digging the mud hole. And then sitting pretty much right at my feet is Sasha watching him. And then over there is Echoes. Decided to lay down and just watch. And then Chance is still out there just being Chance. There's the boy. And one final shot of the terrorist attacking. That's her nickname. She just can't stand when someone's just laying there all comfortable. She has to go mess with them. This is a part of the video where I show you how great these things burn. Look how white and perfect that is. It's pretty symmetrical burn too. I didn't screw up the light too badly. Anyway, really well made. Spicy, bold, in your face. If you like that, it's fantastic. If you don't, I wouldn't try these. I don't know what makes it in your face. I don't know if it's the bald eagle talon they put in here or the grizzly claw they ground up, but something's bold and aggressive in here, that's for sure. So we sure live in Bizarro World now, don't we? So one thing I've warned you about is cell phones are trackable even when you think you've turned them off. They're not off, and I think the Houthi rebels in Iran found out, a year ago and a few months ago that we can actually target Hellfire missiles fired off of fighters and even shipboard missiles. We can target those on turned off cell phones. So, and several people got hit directly with missiles because they had their cell phone in their pocket and they thought it was turned off. They're not. So the smart one said, well, I'm not going to use a cell phone anymore. I'm going to switch back to pagers. And that went well. And they switched from pagers to walkie-talkies, and that went well. And some of them said, well, I'm going back to carrying a cell phone, and that went well. I just can't imagine them sitting back and not trying to retaliate. Don't know how, but I just can't believe there'll be nothing. And then Ukraine hits Russia's largest ammunition depot deep inside Russia with one of our missiles, and no one thinks anything's going to happen because of that. I mean, maybe it won't, but I think that's insane thinking, that we hand somebody. I mean, can you imagine somebody handing your neighbor a weapon and they come into your house and shoot your wife and say, hey, and the guy who loaned the weapon said, hey, I didn't do it. I mean, I don't think that would fly very well. So I just think, we're just living in this, and it's publicly available. I mean, it's publicized worldwide how bizarre a world we're living in, and no one seems to care. It's just crazy. Yeah, we got a little dog pile over here. Sasha's got a hole going already. Anyway, it's kind of fun to see them all piled together. They do really love each other. Wow, it's really going to be a digger now. They brought Hillary back from the dead so she gave her a little speech about how Americans should be arrested for posting anything that's fake news. And guess who gets to decide if it's fake news or not? She does. They do. That's pretty nuts. And what do? Nobody says anything. We just take it. Including me. I didn't call her. I didn't send her any emails. Yeah, inflation is all of a sudden under control. Gas prices are all of a sudden falling. The Fed does a 50 basis point cut yesterday, which is usually signals something's really wrong if they do something that drastic on one day. So we'll see. But now the stock market will roar for another, guess what, another 4 or 5 weeks. It's crazy upside down world, folks. So I don't think the real threat comes from outside. I mean, a Houthi missile could take out a aircraft carrier. Russia could decide to send their ICBMs over. so-called China, but I don't think that's the real threat. I think the real threat is all the people that have come in. And I think what we're seeing in Springfield, Ohio, and Aurora, Colorado, and there was a big incident in Miami. There's a lot of other towns that are starting to realize, holy shit, what I'm reading about is starting to happen here. And I think you're going to see it. And I think it's going to be a little bit of that boiled frog syndrome where you're going to start reading about it. Every few days will be another little town, another little city where it's happening. And by the time those of us who are asleep wake up to it, it'll be in 5,000 or 10,000 towns and cities. And it might be deemed too big to deal with. We just need to live with it, right? We'll reset the bar to a new normal. And it'll just keep crawling. There won't be any single major incident. We'll see, but that's what it feels like right now. It seems like all the world conflicts are happening a yard at a time, a missile at a time, a troop movement at a time. No single major event enough to wake anybody up. Now that may be exactly what the plan is. I don't really know, but it sure seems like it's been consistent like that for a couple of years now. Hey guys, I also want to say I really respect the engagement I'm getting on my Bible readings, my Bible studies, the video I did today about where I was answering questions. The questions really impressed me, and I really respect the questions and the interaction that we're having on the subject. I didn't realize, maybe I should have, but the overlap, the Venn diagram overlap of pipe smokers and you know thinkers, Christians, men who believe in a higher power. I didn't realize there's such an overlap, but it's really produced. Every time I read from the Bible or talk about what I'm doing, it really creates some great engagement. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I love questions because questions help me think of what should my next video be about, or if I want to traverse this journey on camera with you guys, what's the next part be? I'm always worried about, I'm always doing something, guys. I mean, you've seen that in me. I very rarely sit still or don't do anything. The question really becomes, what do you put on video? What do you share? And then you start asking, well, why am I sharing this? Am I trying to look all hoity-toity? Am I trying to look all impressive? Am I trying to, guide? Am I trying to look all high and mighty? I sure hope the answer to all that is no, but it does cause me to question, why am I putting this video up? And it really helps me when you ask questions and I respond through a video, because that helps me justify why I'm putting this up on the YouTube. And then some of the texts you guys send me because of it. Some of you guys are not public people, I get it. So some of the texts I get and the emails I get are just as impressive. So anyway, thank you. I love this engagement. I love deep conversation. I love real conversation. And it's hard to have in real life. At least in my life, it's hard to have in real life. So, I think that's how Potter Piper and I became such good friends, because we have great time together, we have fun together, we drink together, we smoke together, and we have real conversations. And I can't say that about too many people in my real life, my physical real life. Sometimes the guys in this car lounge do go down that road, but you got to be careful who's in that. If there's 18 people sitting there, I don't even try. If there's 2 or 3, I usually do. But you have to be careful about who the 2 or 3 are. So, because you can go to smart ass or not well thought out conversation very quickly, and I really have no interest in that in my life anymore. It also helps me, be careful of our declarative statements, even yours when you put them in there, even as comments. You have to do this or you're not saved. You have to go here or you're not saved. You have to read this. You have be careful of that. Really, what I'm trying to do is show, if I'm going to make a statement, make sure there's justification for why I'm saying it. It doesn't make it right. Just because, by the way, just because you type something in doesn't make it true. And just because you believe something doesn't make it right. And by me making these videos, that really challenges me to say, hey, before I say this, why am I saying it? Or what makes me believe this? What's the basis? And that was the whole point of that conversation today was I'm trying to create a good, solid foundation for my beliefs. I'm trying to create a good, solid foundation for discussing, having good conversations with my beliefs. Why do I believe what I believe? And I'm doing it for my beliefs. I'm doing it so I can be a good conversationalist about it. I'm doing it in no way to tell anybody out there, any of you or any of my conversations in the real world, that you need to believe this too. You need to read this too. You need to read this series of 10 Bibles before you talk to me about the Bible. That's bullshit, So, anyway, I'm enjoying it immensely. Like the Three Stooges over here. Notice the two that are digging and the one that isn't. There we go. The third stooge is involved now. I also enjoyed all the conversation around my broken lighters. I really did do it dead wrong. I did. To do all 3 or 4 things and then test was so wrong. Man, I would have murdered somebody in my prior life who did it that way. Hey, look, I just ashed and I don't have too much of a cone. If I look here, it's really not too bad. If I go to the dark side, it's a little bit more of a cone, but I'm slowing down. I'm not cheeching this one at all. But I do agree with what most of you said. I think it was the flint pressure that really fixed it, nothing else. I am going to have to buy flints pretty soon, replacement flints. So I don't know if replacement flints are like butane. Like there's good butane and shitty butane. So if there are high quality flint replacements, please let me know what they are. I'm going to have to buy some pretty soon. Not immediately, but over the next couple of months. So I'd be curious to not make the same mistake I did with butane, by the shittiest butane out there. So with me, you're truly watching an idiot learn on camera. I didn't know there were different quality butane levels. I just didn't know. I do now. So I'm asking preemptively, are there high quality flint replacements and shitty ones? If there are, let me know your experience, please. I also didn't know that the lighters handed out by Greg had a flux capacitor in them and not a flint. So I'll try some things, but I might, if I can, there's a couple of screws on it. I'll take it apart and take my toothbrush and maybe some of my Everclear and dip my toothbrush in there and try to clean it and make sure it's not vapor locked, which I think I've already done, but I'll do it all. I'll clean it. I'll make sure it's not vapor locked. I'll put the high quality in there. That's one of my favorites. I'm emotionally attached to because of Greg. So we'll see. We'll get it figured out. But not for 2 months. So it's kind of weird to think one more day in the paddock and then we're out of here. So I'll probably go radio silent on you. Saturday and Sunday and most of Monday, maybe Monday night, maybe. Saturday and Sunday are gonna be rough. Whether I do 2 15-hour days or 1 30-hour push, it's gonna be pretty ugly. It'll be I don't smoke in the truck. I don't travel with anything. You know, the nice thing about having two sides of the trip being all set up is the paddock is perfect, and really Wyoming's set up nice. So I've got tobacco. I've got all my stuff in both places. So I travel now with nothing. Like you can't smoke in the hotel, and I may not even stop at a hotel. And I don't smoke in the truck. I'm too busy not running into things. And I won't smoke a cigar in the truck. I smoked a cigar. God, I don't know what trip it was, but sometime this year early, might have been my January trip. I smoked a cigar in the expedition, and I swear to God, I smelled that cigar in there for like 4 or 5 months. So there's really nothing to video. You've seen highways, you've seen the freeways. I mean, there's just not shit for me to video. The only thing that I'll video is if I'm gonna drive through the fire. But the fire they briefed is largely out. There's 1 to 2 inches of snow on most of the fire area now. It rained 2 inches on the fire. So they're essentially down to a mop-up skeleton crew. They've cut the crew in half. So there may not even be anything to show you when I get through there on Sunday. So if there is, I'll capture it and show it to you Sunday or Monday. I'll probably be too broken Sunday night to do a fireside chat. Sunday I have a major bathroom repair starting. But hopefully Monday afternoon I get down to the cigar lounge and we can do a fireside chat Monday night. That's my goal. So I'll probably do some paddock videos tomorrow. I'll probably do a cigar video, backyard, dog yard chat tomorrow night, being my last one with 3 of the dogs. And then Saturday and Sunday will probably be blank. So that's really it. If you're on the text chain that everybody talks about, I'll probably send a note to the texters that I got, where I got on Saturday. And then when I get there, there's that nice label peel. So just don't be concerned if you don't hear about me, if you don't hear from me Saturday and Sunday. And hopefully I'm not a headline. You know, Marylander causes I-80 to close or something. Should be a perfect time out there. It should be full on fall when I get there. So hopefully I can capture some aspen groves changed, and hopefully I can catch a bear or two before they get into their dens. And I mean, this should be a high wildlife movement time now. The complete opposite of my last trip when it was hot, like the hottest summer they'd had, and nobody was moving anywhere. Anyway, I'm mainly just saying, don't worry if you don't see anything from me for 2 or even 3 days. The dogs are feeling my calm. I've had my drink and my cigar, and they think they feel as calm as I do. Look at Finn. Look at Sasha. I mean, God, Sasha. Look at Echo. Even Sasha's looking a little bit calm right now. Chance looked like he got shot. I'm gonna miss these guys, that's for sure. Especially him. I'm gonna miss Finn, and I've had a really good relationship building month. But I'll miss Echo as well, and Chance. So you've done it right. When you have departure depression, no matter what side of the trip you're going, leaving. You know, I don't leaving the paddock, leaving this, leaving the dogs, leaving Anne Marie. You know, it's just perfect here. I love it. And then when I'm in Wyoming, I can't stand leaving Wyoming because it's even more perfect. You know, in the wilderness, middle of nowhere, middle of 8,000 feet in the Rockies, looking at the Tetons, my buddies at the cigar shop. Ooh, I'm feeling that calm again. Cigar soaked into me. I'm over half into it. My drink is half into me. My dogs have calmed down. The wind has died. It's just perfect. I don't know if I say this too much or not enough, but I sure hope you guys find an hour now and then when you can feel like this, when that cigar can soak into you, your drink can soak into you, and you can just realize, feel, not just realize up here, but feel how good life is. It's pretty fucking good, I gotta say. So I gotta say, the other thing I'm loving and working out just like I hoped it would is my weight machine in the paddock. I've lifted every day since that thing got completed. It's been almost 2 weeks, so I'll do tomorrow. No break days. I haven't needed it because I've got a nice rotation going, so I'm not working anything out. You know, my like today I did arms, bis and tris. I haven't done bis and tris for 3 days, so I had 2 days off for bis and tris. So it's feeling good. I'm tightening up. I can feel the strength returning. You know, I'm a 60-year-old beast, but I'm gonna turn back into a beast. Now I got one more day, and then I'm off for probably 6-7 weeks. But it is working, and if you can, I mean, if you're struggling with it, you just can't get to the gym or the expense of the gym. This $500 machine, um, you know, if you can put it up somewhere you can just wander over, gosh, who am I thinking of? Scott, who's your marshal? You know, if you're struggling to get to the gym, one of those in your in your big shed there can sit off in the corner, but you can just do what you're doing, wander over and get a set done, do something else, wander over and get a set done. You know, typically I do right now I'm just doing 2 exercises a day. I'm doing 2 exercises, 2 sets, 10 reps per set. So, I'm doing, what is that, 40 reps. Then I can do it. I do it in twos. I walk over and do the two things I'm going to do. And I go do something else for a while, and I wander back. I love it. I absolutely love it. So instead of hitting the gym for once or twice a week where it's just a total frustration, I'm now equivalently hitting the gym literally every day of the week. I love it. Highly recommend it. If you can pull off a $500, expense, and you have the patience for the 2 days to put it together, man, it changed my life. Look at this dog. God gave me this dog, and she's turned out to be one of the best companion animals I've ever had. Anyway, I thank him for her every day. All right, guys, look at this. This cigar has ashed once. It'll probably ash again. But remember, when it gets down to this level, purge it. I do 3 good blows through there. Sometimes you blow off the ash, so be careful. So that clears all the stuff that you sucked through here now has been blown out, and it cools off the cigar. It blows the heat out of here, unless you breathe it in. That's just as nice as the beginning of the cigar. And then if you want, purge each time you do it now. So quick blow out and take your draw. Blow out. Makes it really, really nice. Even down at this level, I'm gonna smoke it down to my nub. And since it's not dark out tonight, I'm gonna show you how far I can take this. All right, guys, we're at the end of it. Look at that little stubby thing. You get a little cone of chooch still on it. Still great. It's getting hot. I don't like hot smoke, so I'm going to be done. I just want to show it to you. If you take any of my top 10 or even any of my 4 honorable mentions, you can get this. It's that good. You can smoke it down to the very nub. Still a great smoke. Well, guys, that'll end it. We're at the end of the video. I know it's probably another long one. I haven't even assembled it, and I can feel it's long just by how long I took this. I hope you're enjoying life. I hope your life is good. I asked you 10 months ago, probably, do you enjoy your life? Do you love life? Do you love your life? I sure hope the answer is yes. If the answer is no, that's okay. Just figure out why it's no and start attacking it. There's my perfect, beautiful dog. I sure hope you have a God. I sure hope you pray to him. I don't really even care what you call him. I hope your life's good. I hope God turns his ear to your prayer. May God make his face shine upon you and those around you. And may he bless your life, and may he make your life as good as I feel mine is right now. Guys, I hope you had a great Thursday. Hope you got a good Friday in front of you tomorrow. Hope you got a good weekend in front of you. I don't particularly have a good weekend in front of me, but I've got a necessary weekend in front of me. 2 rough days to get to another beautiful place. All right, guys, we'll talk again tomorrow. It's Freedom Friday. Look at that. I'm wearing my red shirt today on Thursday. We will talk again tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll do a cigar dog yard chat tomorrow night to close this off. Then we'll gap to Monday or Tuesday, and then we'll be coming to you from Wyoming. Good night, everybody. I hope you had a great day. Talk to you tomorrow.